Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4. I am Germania. It's a converted CK2 save, and I just noticed that I want this. Forts are active. This one I want to keep active. We just finished off a war, big long war with the Byzantines. And it was white peace, so I considered it a victory, even though we have no manpower left and we got all our armies depleted. We have about 24k down here of armies and about another 40,000 up here, which I need to bring up over to here. I was able to sell one place, Småland, to Sweden. I want to get rid of the rest of these, so February 2nd, I think. What's this? Exile armies in Slavonia. Oh, they're moving through there. So I have all my armies kind of organized. I have to build a whole bunch of artillery. About 50,000 artillery. And this army also needs to go over here. Once this army's... The fleet is transporting one army here. We've got separatists who've come over there. Got to deal with them. Yeah, we're not going to have manpower for a while. Okay, so let's get rid of, like, say, Narc. Yeah, Narc. I just found out you can do that, so do that instead of finding it on the list. They took it. Let's take this. Yeah, my Swedish game, I almost gave up because when I converted over from Catholic to Protestant, I was at 90% Catholic provinces. Oh my god, the religious war was insane. I was so close. I had 4 loans and all the mercenaries I could pay for, 0 manpower. I had my army sitting here and they were sieging my capital. There's about 30,000 of these religious uprising. So if they take my capital, I knew I was all done. I had done everything. I was only one more loan I could take before that was it. But I gathered up my army, I sent it over here, and I'm like, you know what, if this doesn't work, I'm done. So I sent it in there. We won by a sliver. We sent that army off. There was another couple armies. One was smaller, I was able to deal with them on my own. Another army actually went across the border and went over to Duchy of Moscow or something like that. So it was so close to absolute defeat. In fact, I had, about 5 years earlier, I had said, you know what, I'm going to give up, because half my territory was in Catholic hands with the religious uprising, the war, and I just didn't have an army to fight them anymore. I had lost all my manpower, just couldn't fight them. So I was thinking, after I took time off about a day from the game, you know what, I'm not going to give this up. I had given up enough games playing as Castile, trying to form Spain. So I went and I just almost maxed out all the loans I could take and hired as many mercenaries, and it worked. Yeah, I spent about 20 years trying to recover manpower and income, but it was worth it. I turned into a huge empire, and it's still going strong. There's really no one in the game at the moment, in that game, as Scandinavia, that could beat me one-on-one. I'm that good. So I was really happy with how it turned out. Just don't give up. If you're playing a game, don't give up. But the only time you have to give up is when France sends over armies twice your size and defeats you, even when you outnumber them in battles. That's frustrating. And they're a huge blue blob. You can't do anything about them. You're just half of Iberia as Castile, trying to integrate with to the Iberian wedding. But all of Iberia cannot stand up to France, and it's just nuts. It was nuts. But you know what? I also know what it's like to deal with. I had the combined Duchy of Moscow, which was a pretty big empire for a while. It was huge. And then, what was it? Hungary was like all of this. The Byzantines, sorry, Turks, the Ottomans were here, but they hadn't really bothered anyone in Europe. But, so the Hungary eventually took over all of Poland. They had all this empire. It's just enormous. I've never seen Hungary that strong. And so they had France, and Austria was fairly strong in the middle. They had all this territory up here and throughout Germany and here. There was an alliance between France, who was huge and had half of Iberia, France, Austria, Hungary, and Duchy of Moscow. Against my little English empire, they didn't even have all of Scotland and formed Great Britain until like the year 1700. I don't know what took them so long. But and they weren't allied with France either. Scotland wasn't allied with France to stop English, so I don't know what was going on. But I had that empire and a small, for quite a while, for a couple hundred years, a small Brandenburg. But Brandenburg's huge now. Hungary's had its butt kicked. France has been, they lost territory to Brandenburg when I helped support Brandenburg in their war against them. Hungary is just getting chewed up. I kicked the crap personally one-on-one out of Duchy of Muscovy. And even the Ottomans have turned against Duchy of Muscovy, so they're up around here taking from Moscow, and I'm like right against the Moscow border. Where is it? Right here. I have territory this far out as Sweden or Scandinavia, and I have territory all over here. It's a long fight, but the game can be so much fun when you're successful. So keep in mind, even if I lost the war against Byzantines and I took a couple provinces, the game's not over. Try to out-tech them, wait till they're in a war with somebody else, go to war with them. Who knows? A lot of things can happen, so just don't give up. We'll probably give Sweden more territory. They don't want to pay for that. I think I took all their money. I'll give it to them for free, it's just I want to get rid of it. Sum of 0. So there's 2 left. Where's that army? Probably speed things up a bit. Oh, they did come up after all, but we have another army coming in. We got him. I think. Whoa, what the hell? I lost. I don't have the manpower to lose for this. That's all my armies, basically, except for... Well, we outnumber them quite a lot. Take this spot back. I would like Sweden as an ally again. I can't give them any more provinces. What's this alliance look like? Offer alliance? Okay, they will agree. Okay, we're back in alliance with Sweden. Let's take this spot. They're also reinforcing, though. And we don't have the manpower to deal with that. Where are they going? They're going against us. Come on, win this time. What kind of general do they have? 3-1. Wait, we won that time. Let's just take this. Stay where we are. Got a lot of income. States demand territory. Oh, come on. That's nobility. Maybe some of the newer ones up here. The burghers have that. Give it to the clergy. Okay, now they're happy. I would like if Sweden goes on and forms Scandinavia. They'll have to take a lot of territory, though. I want... Sweden is my chosen ally. Now, before I started making videos today, this is my 4th one today, probably 27th video, I was planning on doing a bunch of wars against Rus to reduce them in size, because they are going against my territories that I created up here. But considering the war we just fought with Byzantium, the recovery time is going to be a long time, and by the time we are ready to fight Rus, the peace might be up between us, the ceasefire. And they may come after us again if we're at war. Rus is probably the largest power outside of Germany and Spain, so... Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. It's... Any war I really get into that's with any size, decent sized enemy, that's always an advantage for the Byzantines to come in after us. Are they at war with anyone? No. We just have 2 years of peace. Oh, no, sorry. They were at war with the Ilkhanate. Okay, so that's up. We have 5 years, almost 5. These are our armies. Oh my gosh, man. This is going to take a while. Oh, this one is... The First Imperial Army is basically almost full. They're back at 20,000 size. I have no manpower to buy a whole bunch of artillery that we need. So this is about the only army that's of proper size. just move this over here. No, no, you go there. What did that... I should really read these things. Norway something. Let's trade... this one. Might be able to make a little bit of money off them. Why is our prestige so low? We did have it a lot higher before the war with the Byzantines. Siege of Vast Scotland is over. Get these guys back on the ships. Actually, these guys are supposed to go over here. Yeah. Okay, Sweden. Sell province. There. Done. Now they can deal with coring that. That's their territory. And their like of us went up. Opinion of us went up because they had a core as like minus 20. But my aggressive expansion is really close to the limit, 44. I think it's 50 they can start up coalitions, so it's gone down since the war with the Byzantines. And maybe giving away this territory? I don't know. I just know I should probably refrain from all wars for a good generation. Let's get the manpower back. And this guy needs to go back. He's almost full strength. Okay, so in the meantime, I've got some exploring to do, which I can do. Meath, wherever Meath is. Meath is in here, right? Independence for Meath. The one thing you guys have to know, narrating and playing, oh, Meath's right here in Ireland. Narrating and doing a Let's Play is way different than single player. Half your brain is devoted to what you need to say. So I've had people say, well, you're missing it. It's right in front of your face, but I don't see it because I'm doing a Let's Play. I have to think about what I'm saying, what I want to do, and what I want to say. I want this gone. This fort. Actually, I could use that as the next place to build. Someone's phoning. I don't think you guys can hear the phone. It's actually buzzing from upstairs, so. England would be an easy kill, but that would push us over the edge, and there'd probably be a coalition against us. Death of a merchant. Whoa. Let's take money. 640. We have so much money, it's crazy. I've never had this much money playing as Sweden. We don't have a lot of technology, though, so a lot of things aren't open. Can we boost this up? Yes. Back at high. War exhaustion's going down. Really nice income. Crazy income. Inflation's going up, though. Gold mines, that's why. Okay, but what can we build? See, none of these are open to us. We don't have the technology yet. I would like to recruit a whole whack of artillery, but we cannot. Trade power can help. Alone with my Scandinavian game, I was making about 90 off trade alone. It was pretty crazy. I had about the same income here. Yeah, about this 80 something, but I couldn't afford all three advisors. I had like 1-3 and 1-2 and 1-1 or something. Whatever I did, I just tried to shore up whatever I was weak with. So this is for trade. Realistically, should be getting. Oh, these are good ones. This just beefs up the amount of trading value each province is worth. A lot of these are not worth very much, and they cost quite a bit. Yeah, a lot of these aren't worth that much. But our income is really good, and with time flying by, we have really, I mean, I can spend it on temples, that or temples. I guess it's churches. Yeah, I was going to... We have somewhat decent generals, though. We're at... what's the limit? 2-2. Well, one of them's going to die soon. What's the tech look like? So it's still minus 10. What's the next one? Military tactics. Oh, a new line of soldiers. I really think we should get that. That's something you should always go for. Had we had this when we fought the Byzantines, it would have been a very one-sided war. Conversely, had they had that over us, which they do now. So I'm going to get that. Definitely save up for that. And then after that, go for that the last idea group. Yeah, we've had this guy for a while, but I don't want to get rid of him. He's a pretty good general. Explore 1 military power each month. Okay, so we do need to start exploring. So now we're down with too many generals. I'm going to get rid of this older guy. I have a feeling that he's going to retire at some point. Later. I don't want to do it because he's the better of the two, but the other guy is much younger. Okay, so we've got 5 ships, 5 heavies. Not there. Where is this fleet? Bring us here. Just weird having so much territory. It's kind of crazy. Not used to that. I started off really small, really poor, really low on manpower as Sweden. Okay, that's a bark. What happened to the 5 capitals? I may have sent that off. Is it this? I don't think that the heavy ships can do. Or maybe they can. North Sea Fleet. Yeah, light ships. Okay, so I have to take 5. I'll take 5 of these. This fleet needs to be repaired. And we'll put our explorer out. Ship repair plus 25% in that one province. Well, then what's this fleet doing here? I guess I was going to merge this. Yeah, there we go. So we got some light ships in the First Imperial Fleet. Let's us... Now, did I have to upgrade this? Yeah, I'm going to upgrade it to the better ships. These are Carracks. I can save to upgrade the rest of the fleet as well. Lost a claim on that's the Byzantines. Once this is full, I will send them off. That's kind of a lot of ships to do that. Exploratory. Exploratory, okay. I think I'm Explo. There we go. Exploratory fleet. How much to upgrade the entire fleet? 1950. That's a lot of money. A few more months, this will be ready. Yeah, these guys have not been set to the new army template. Might as well fix this up while we have peace. They do have 2,000 artillery. That's one thing. Send this down here, and then this. Once that's at 100%, then I'll send them off. Yeah, we're still losing prestige. What's going on? The power projection did shrink. It was at 8, now it's at 5. Local traders demand aid. Okay. Send them whatever they need. 100 ducats. Okay. Yep, Caspar Aldrich, you will explore for us. Circumnavigate the globe. Wild. Is there anything close? Atlantic, South America, South America. Let's just go with the American East Coast. I guess that's the closest to us. Oh. It's going to be quite a while till we start getting a surplus of manpower. What is this for? Overseas exploration. We do need that if we're going to colonize. Colonial rage plus 50. What does it show here? Plus 25. Trade range, trade efficiency. I think I should go for the trade range, or trade efficiency first. This will happen 15, 17. Over a year and a half. Okay, we lost an advisor. These guys keep dying. Stop dying, you fools. You're to live forever, so I don't have to pay so much. Yeah, our income is going down slowly because we keep recruiting soldiers. Little by little. And this, send it over there. Really could use an influx of like 100,000 soldiers. 176k is out of, so it's going to take a hell of a long time. It'll be like the year 1530 by the time we have everything. Well, we can always get that. Oh, the natives are very aggressive there. I have so many resources, I can send a small army to support them, though. Our colonists. Unlike my Sweden game, which I was always pushing the maximum size of my army. Ooh, 12. No wonder that's coming fast. That's really high. I haven't taken a look at... Okay, so we have an Empress. 6 diplomatic skill, 1 military, and 3 administrative. Who is... Adelheid, Adelard. 6 administrative. 2 and 2. Okay. Ugh. And cooperative philosopher. Lose 10 prestige. Well, I'm trying to gain it. The clergy estate loses 10 loyalty. Imprisoner. Ah. I'm just gonna go with this. And, oh, went up. No, they're 40, just at 40. Bare bones. We did win a war against the Byzantines, so I don't... sorry, it's white piece, so I probably didn't even count. Almost can upgrade the fleet. 1755. Why is that cheaper now? Weird. One more. Slowly regaining manpower, going right into our armies directly. Okay, now we can. I doubt they're even halfway. It's one thing if you've lost all your manpower, but your armies are at full strength. Quite another one, you have no manpower, and your armies are almost completely depleted. That's painful. Especially if you need them. Oh, nobility, diet held. Okay, new technology. Let's get that. Now we'll save up for the colonization one. The flute. A flute is a specialized cargo vessel capable of carrying a large load with a very small crew. Flutes were designed to be built cheaply and in large numbers. A useful ship if you need to move things across the oceans. Well, we just upgraded. Okay, settler growth increased by 10 and trade efficiency by 5%. What's this? Oh, professional officers. The value of training and experience has always been great on the battlefield. With the advent of gunpowder and the tactical changes associated with it and other infantry weapons came a great demand for units versed in these new innovations. As professional armies were still far away, this need had to be filled by mercenary units such as the Condottieri, Swiss mercenaries, or Landsknechts. A growing class of professional mercenary officers came to live of supplying these. That's a weird way of writing it. Came to live of supplying these regiments to needing states in the middle of military transition. Okay, so it's military tactics is how many casualties you take. So that's less casualties. And combat width, which means we can obviously throw more in at once. And what's most important is the new infantry, which as it stands now is the backbone of everything. Going from men-at-arms, which is medieval, to it's late medieval. I guess it'd be Landsknechten. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Landsknechten infantry. Were a type of infantry first created in the early 16th century in the Holy Roman Empire. They were mostly armed with a long spear or pike. George von Frundsberg is considered to be the creator of the Landsknechten. Landsknechten fought mostly in a square-type formation called the pike square. They were also famous for the elaborate clothing they wore on the battlefield. Okay, that's the one that most fits what we have. Condottieri were northern Italian states, and the Gallogly infantry, that was Scottish and Irish, was it not? One of the two. Anyways, I'm going to end the video. It's gone on long enough. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.